Friends and family, I would like you to check out blackcommunityspeak.com. Now, blackcommunityspeak.com is a forum-based website, so something that's very simple, where you can get on, you can get off, get involved with a lot of topics. Now, Black Community Speaks is a place that's for Black men and women to talk about issues that's affecting the entire community. So on blackcommunityspeak.com, they talk about topics in the range of news, what's going on in society, relationships, technology, business, food and recipes, gaming, health and fitness, music, and many, many more. On Black Community Speak, it's a place where you can be safe to say what you want to say without the fear of big tech censorship. So make sure you head on over to blackcommunityspeak.com and sign up today.
Greetings, family. Greetings and salutations. Grand Rising, I'm Dr. Jamille Harrell-Sims. And today's subject, tangibles versus symbolism. Today I want to talk about the butter biscuits and the Negroes who continually think that symbolism is progress. Well, I'm here to tell you it is not. I have been looking at some of these videos. I was looking at the old guard, and thank you for your service back in the days, but I don't see where doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result is going to work here. In fact, that's called insanity. I was watching a video of, I believe it was a Congressional Black Caucus and some other people. They were doing the Soul Train line and the Greenwood, Tulsa, Oklahoma commemoration, or whatever you want to call it. I don't see what's to celebrate. And the reason why I don't see that is because people were murdered. It was bombed from the air. It was burnt down. Millions of dollars were stolen because the banks that they had were burnt down. They were not given any reparations. And those children, the few that are still here that testified, okay, I read that $100,000, they're going to grant them $100,000. That is nothing compared to the loss and the devastation and the socio-historical trauma and personal traumas that they had to endure their whole lives. No comparison. You see, I have a problem with symbolism because we get symbolism, everyone else gets tangibles. Hear me now. Hear me now. Selma, Alabama. My father's from Selma, Alabama. My family's pretty well known in Selma. I won't name their names. However, every year, people travel down to Selma to reenact the anniversary of the Pettus Bridge and what happened, Bloody Sunday. But what I found, the only time I've ever gone down there is that there was no public transportation and people were still living, not all, but some people were still living in these little huts they're homes. They're on top of bricks. I think you call them shotgun houses. And my brother and I, we drove around, we were taking pictures because we could not believe in the late 2000s, it was about 2009 or something, that people were still living this way. Now, some of you from the deep South say, hey, it's been that way. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a city girl. I don't know. What I do know is the amount of attention that comes every year down there. And the names on those trees in Selma are the names of people who were lynched on those trees. Where is the reparation for that? Where is the change? Where is the legislation? Hear me now. 3/5 compromise still on the books. 3/5 of a human being, or a vote is only worth 3/5 of a human being. Voting Rights Act is not permanent. They have to re-vote it and extend it every so many years. Google it. So therefore, it wasn't meant to be permanent. Now, I want to segue really quick, because people of color, and I'm not talking about foundational Black Americans, I'm not talking about Pan-Africans, I'm not talking about diasporic Africans. I'm not talking about us highly melanated aboriginals. People of color, everything that you're able to do, where you're able to live, what you're able to buy, all the things that you enjoy, the freedoms you enjoy, is because of the 60s when Black people, if you want to call us Black, because I still haven't found the nation called Black, I'm going to keep saying it, but people who you consider to be Black fought for you to be able to enjoy the same freedoms that they got. So when they marched and they got hoses on them and dogs sicked on them and murdered and lynched, and there were people that didn't look anything like us that also met their demise trying to fight for us, and I want to give them their honor. However, you wouldn't have what you have if we didn't fight for it. And yet, you are getting tangibles, and we are not. We're getting symbolism. Coming down there and doing a speech means nothing to me. It does nothing for me. You want to impress me? Change some legislation. You want to impress me? Why did it take 2020 to have a law in California for Black women to be able to wear our glorious crowns to work? They've made a law. What does that tell you? Okay, you can now wear your natural hair. I didn't ask for permission before 2020. It's symbolism. Well, we're going to hire these people. They're Black people. We're going to give loans for Black people. We're going to do this. We're going to give you government jobs. That's fine and well and good. However, it's not enough. It's not enough. And we got to stop shucking and jiving and bootlicking and eat butter biscuits. And I'm tired of the butter biscuits, bootlicking, and buffoonery. I'm tired of it. We got to stop asking and begging and entertaining people and trying to force, oh my God, we're not like that. We're really good people, blah, blah, blah. Listen, we're wonderful people, but we've got idiots just like everybody else does. We're no different than anyone else. So why are we still treated different? Tangibles. You all got upset. Now, let me be clear. I'm talking to family, but I'm also talking to those who just happen to be here that, or maybe you're trying to figure it out. Maybe you're going through the transition, because consciousness is a transition. There's different levels of consciousness. So there's other people who are more conscious than I am. I didn't just come into this. I was born this way because my parents made sure that I knew who I was. But again, I am educated by the Eurocentric lens called American education. So a lot of things I had to learn on my own. But here it is. Check it out. We have got to stop asking for what we want and demand what we want and what we need. It's not just what we want. Well, I want to be a millionaire. I want a house in Palos Verdes on top of the hill. I need good health, my family to be safe, the ability to push myself as far as I want to go. I need to eat food that is good for my body and nourishing to my soul. I need the blessings of the Most High. What I want, I may or may not get, but I need these things. We as a people need to be made whole. We need reparations. I don't just mean money. Yes, we need the money, but we also need some other things. We need resources. We need to be reprogrammed, and they can't do that. We can. You cannot have someone else tell you how to deal with yourself when they don't understand the culture. We need to stop having this dancing and singing and Negro spirituals. I'm sick of it. Politicians. That's what they do. They lie. Ice Cube tried to go and talk to both parties and say, look, we'll give you our vote, but this is what we need. Here's a list of our demands. We have not gotten them. Everybody else is getting protected. Where's ours? A 6-year-old child was chased with a hammer and then shot. I know Phil gonna cover this, so I'm not gonna cover it. He was shot, and the inbred was arrested. Where I come from, that's attempted murder. $10,000 bond, is that correct? Because where I come from, you pay 10% of that. So he got out on $1,000. Am I correct in hearing that the judge told him you can't go home? Am I correct in what I saw that the father said I didn't know what to do? Am I correct in what I saw when the reporter asked the little boy if it hurt? The caucasity of it all. Are you serious? So, brothers and sisters, let me say this. Let me just say this. I know one thing about me is I'm a passionate person. And I really love us and I care about us. And some of us may not deserve that love, but for the most part, I do. We got to stop the butter biscuits, buffoonery. We got to stop it. We got to get together. And we cannot let people hurt our children and walk away and expect justice is going to be served, because we have never had justice. Emmett Till was a 13-year-old baby. That woman is what? She's still breathing? Because if she is, she's 87 years old. And they locked Cosby up, but they didn't lock her up. I'm just saying, what is it going to take for us? What is it going to take for us to really sit back and think about this? And don't take too much time thinking, because we really had a long time to think. What are we going to do about making sure that our families have the same rights, the same protections as everyone else? What are we going to do? Are we going to keep dancing and shucking and jiving every year to commemorate something, some atrocity that happened to us? Or are we going to say, listen, we need you to fix this? This is what we need you to do to fix this. You don't tell us what you're going to do. We tell you what you must do. Let me know what you think in the comments. I am who I am. I want to wish you all peace and blessings, hetepu, and naturally, shalom.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.